Hi, my name is Margaret Sass. I'm with Purdue University.
And I'm Chuck Callahan.
I'm here to ask Chuck a little bit about the pedagogy behind learning, and Bloom's taxonomy is of interest.
Well, Bloom's taxonomy is very, very interesting in that it has a couple of different domains, and the one that's used most often at the collegiate level, probably 90% of the time, would be the cognitive domain. And here you're interested in student learning relating to mental skills. What types of knowledge are you providing to your students to learn? You're looking at how they develop their intellectual dexterity. Bloom's taxonomy typically falls into 6 different categories. And today we'll talk about one of those, which happens to be the lowest category, that of knowledge.
Where can I find this analysis?
Well, Bloom's taxonomy, if you simply Google Bloom's taxonomy, you're going to find a wealth of information and some really fabulous diagrams that are going to give you a tremendous amount of information. So in this short video tip, we can't provide all that, but we certainly suggest that you go ahead and research it on your own. So we're looking at this lowest level of learning in Bloom's taxonomy of knowledge. Again, we're looking at students being able to recall information, information perhaps they've memorized, perhaps they've learned, and basically the types of verbs that you use, especially in a learning outcome, when you're operating at this level of Bloom's taxonomy, is students will identify the information. Perhaps that's in a true-false multiple choice exam. They may describe the information that you want them to learn. That might be an essay exam. And so they may use a matching exam to provide insight into their level of knowledge. So this is the very, very lowest level of Bloom, that of knowledge, where students recall data information that you are expecting them to learn.
So would I use those verbs in my syllabus?
Definitely. These are the verbs you would use in your learning outcomes, and these are especially helpful because they help you specifically target the assessment tool you're going to be using to measure student learning. So if students are identifying on a multiple choice exam, then that very clearly says what they're going to be doing. If they're going to be listing or they're going to be defining or describing, then there might be more writing involved.
Okay. So thank you very much for sharing this information. For more information, you can look at this website that's located right here. Thank you.
See you next time.